As India starts its G20 presidency, the world's fastest growing economy endures geopolitical change, making it pertinent to analyze what lies ahead. Times Network, through its flagship platform, India Economic Conclave, continues the legacy of championing the economic agenda of the country. The 9th edition of the India Economic Conclave focused on India as the emerging third superpower. IDFC First Bank presents the India Economic Conclave, powered by Google. Harnessed conversations to transform India's economic aspirations into action through specially curated sessions of thinkers, policymakers, economists, business leaders and global influencers. The event not only got to witness the thought-provoking idea towards the development of the nation, but also experienced an immersive performance by 3-time Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage.
Reach out, let us join hands and sing this world song. Reach out, let us join hands and sing this one song.
In this episode, Ishan Chatterjee, Managing Director of YouTube India, and Saikat Mitra, Vice President of Trust and Safety at Google India, addressed the audience on Google's vision of strengthening the creator space and establishing internet safety standards for building a technology-driven world.
Hello, I'm Ishan Chatterjee, and I am so honored to be speaking to you today about the beautiful and vibrant world of creators and the economic impact that they have in our country. When I joined Google 12 years ago, the concept of a content creator was very new. YouTube was 3 years old at the time, and the idea that you could make a meaningful income by creating videos and publishing them online was not common at all. And the term creator economy did not exist. How dramatically things have changed. Today, technology, and video in particular, has democratized access to information and is helping Indians learn, earn, and start sustainable businesses, irrespective of their background, their literacy levels, or the languages that they speak. Irrespective of the languages that they speak. And nowhere is this more evident than on YouTube. From educators to entertainers, from farmers to musicians, YouTube is a place where creativity meets technology to make millions of dreams come true. Now you see some examples on the screen there. But when Pushparani Sarkar, an 80-year-old grandmother from West Bengal, shares her recipe videos on YouTube, she's preserving the food traditions and culture of the region. When Akash and Santosh Jadhav, 2 farmers from Sangli in Maharashtra, share their latest tips on agri-tech, they're helping the whole farming community boost their productivity. Khwaja Moinuddin's videos in Hyderabad are helping to share and feed hundreds of orphans. And Malar of Kaizen English is helping thousands of Tamil speakers learn English and expand their horizon of opportunities. These are the creators who form the beating heart of YouTube and of the creator economy in India. And as YouTube, as we enter our 15th year in India, we are proud of the way the platform has championed socio-economic progress across every part of the country. In fact, a recent study by Oxford Economics estimated that in 2021, YouTube's creative ecosystem supported the equivalent of 7.5 lakh full-time jobs and contributed over 10,000 crores to India's GDP. Now that is the kind of impact that our thriving creator economy is having in India today. But what would a YouTube presentation be without a video? So allow me to give you a glimpse of what that impact feels like on YouTube. Content like that from Indian creators is being consumed by billions of users on YouTube every day all across the world. But we recognize that with that tremendous reach comes a deep responsibility to make sure we're connecting users with helpful, high-quality information. Take healthcare, for instance, what Prashant was just talking about. Indians are increasingly turning online. So if you're a matriarch in Kottayam who wants to learn more about COVID, or a migrant laborer in Delhi who's concerned about the health of his child, people are seeking out videos for health queries. And we really believe that video can be a transformational tool for public health. That same study that Oxford Economics did suggests that 85% of Indians who searched for health content on YouTube agreed that YouTube provides access to authoritative information. And that is why we have been working with the leading healthcare organizations in India to create high-quality healthcare information that is credible and trustworthy. Over the last year, we've worked with Apollo Hospitals and Max Healthcare to create health content across over 60 different conditions. And this year, we're expanding that program to work with more partners. But what we've learned through this whole process is that it is certainly not easy for our partners to create videos across hundreds of conditions and multiple languages. So we are very excited to be able to support them with Aloud, an AI ML-based product incubated within Google that allows a creator to take an English content video and dub it in multiple languages in very little time and at no extra cost. And what's more, we also want to make it easy for viewers to consume content in the language of their choice. With a feature called multi-language audio, a partner can now upload a video with multiple audio tracks in different languages. But rather than talk to you about Aloud or about multi-language audio, let me show you how it works.
So dengue is actually a viral infection that is transmitted by our enemy, the mosquitoes.
मच्छर द्वारा संचालित होता है। डेंगू के 4 विभिन्न प्रकार हैं। एक विशिष्ट साल के दौरान डेंगू का एक ही वेरिएंट
एका विशिष्ट वर्षात एक डेंगीचा स्ट्रेन सुद्धा संपूर्ण संसर्ग तुमच्या शरीरात पसरवण्यासाठी कारणीभूत ठरतो.
With technology solutions like these, we are hopeful that our healthcare partners, and actually any creator, can take high-quality information to more people. And with features like this, we are also very excited about the other types of information that we can democratize access to. And one area that we are really very focused on is learning. Now, Deep and Prashant spoke about this industry on the previous panel. But in India, Indians come to YouTube to learn all kinds of things, from algebra to Zumba to everything in between. And thanks to our thriving creator economy, YouTube is now the largest platform for skilling and education content in India. With Indian partners creating over 6 crore videos on learning and digital skilling content across multiple languages, YouTube is helping to scale high-quality learning across the country. And users, when they come to YouTube, they're looking for content that inspires, that motivates or inspires and helps them get ahead in life. Now, that same study that I referenced earlier also found that 1 in 2 Indian users who are currently working use YouTube to help further to develop skills to help them further their career. Now, parents will also acknowledge the value that YouTube plays in making learning more fun. I'm not surprised at all when my 4-year-old daughter decides to go to YouTube to learn new things or discover new stuff rather than ask me. How times have changed. And the value of YouTube as a learning platform has not gone unnoticed by educators. 3 out of 4 teachers in India who use YouTube agree that it helps students learn. And as we work very hard to bring the next chapter of learning onto YouTube, we want to support these educators by helping them provide rich learning experiences for their audience. That's why earlier this year, we launched a feature set called Courses, which allows educators to create personalized, structured learning experiences across all types of learning content, educational, vocational, and life skills. And as we roll out courses across the country in the coming months in multiple languages, we're hopeful and confident that it will help students learn better. This is but one example of how YouTube is trying to enable educators across the country through new technology. Over the last 15 years, through all the work that we have done with our creators and our partners, we've learned one thing very clearly. India is a powerhouse of creativity and talent. And when you combine that with the power of technology, you really have the ability to transform millions of lives. And at YouTube, we are proud and humbled to play a small role in helping India realize its undeniable destiny of being an economic superpower. Thank you.
We continue to innovate every day so that every day you are safer with Google. Our responsibility for user protection starts with security. And it's a responsibility that we take very, very seriously. We do this with a combination of artificial intelligence and human intelligence. And we do this better than anyone else in the world. As a company that builds amazing products that are used by millions of users in their lives every day, it is of primal importance that we build security in our product from ground up. And we do this with 3 philosophies of product development. Our products are built secure by default. They're private by design, and we put the user, you, in control of your data. Our trust and safety team of over 20,000 people around the world work 24/7 to keep users in India safe. We built advanced protection in every product that you use. We use AI and ML extensively to make our protections automated and preventative so that they intercept threat before they reach you. We also focus on providing alerts to users so that they can ensure users can be safe online. We were the first company to use extensively AI/ML in user protection. And there's some data that gives you an understanding. Every day, Gmail prevents 99.99% of spam emails from reaching users. Every day, Gmail prevents 100 million phishing attempts from reaching users. And that's how we build safe products. But let's focus into India, where we see this playing out more than ever. And as our speakers said before, India is in a fascinating growth journey. Not just the number of internet users that's grown significantly, but also how the users are embracing a digital lifestyle. Today, India has 700 million internet users. And out of them, 100 million came online in the last 2 years. 70% of these users are from rural areas who are accessing internet in a language, English, which is not their preferred language. So while it's great to see how India has adopted the internet and embracing the digital lifestyle, we've also seen an explosion of scams, fraud, phishing, malware, and prevalence in India. And as we think of this, it really underscores the importance of investment in cybersecurity in the country. If you scan the headlines over the last year or so, you'll see that there's been some very severe cybersecurity attacks in the country's infrastructure, mostly in the space of ransomware. However, even beyond secure enterprises, so even if your products are secured, we have seen Indians fall victim to social engineering attempts that really increase scams in the country. And that is why we need to think about how can we make this better. So the solution in this and the path forward actually lies in technology itself. We don't need more security software. We need more software that is secure by itself. Our cybersecurity foundation is based on 3 principles: protect, empower, and advance. We take our first and foremost responsibility to protect users, businesses, and governments using our technology and our expertise. Our mission in India is to make internet helpful and safer for 1 billion Indians so that India can be the leader in digital economy in the world. But protecting people starts with people. We have a significant gap in trained cybersecurity professionals in the country. We have a significant opportunity for investment in this space. And that is why last year we announced a number of initiatives, including our cybersecurity roadshow, the Google Startup Accelerator program, and we took an ambitious goal of training 1 lakh developers in technologies like encryption, secure coding to make products more stable. And we are marching ahead very, very strongly and stay committed to that goal. But in addition to people, we also use cutting-edge technology in AI and ML to prevent user harm. Here's a few examples. Many of you use Google Pay. Every day, we block 1 lakh transactions that would have been fraudulent. Every day, we send 2 lakh alerts to people trying to transact on GPay, and those 2 lakh alerts are based on our intelligence of our models on machine learning. And guess what? 40% of users actually cancel the transaction. So that actually tells us how much we are able to use our technology to prevent fraud and abuse. Compromised passwords is a huge challenge in the society. We were the first company to make 2-factor authentication a default in our products. And for our users in India, we made it easier by offering that through Assistant in Hindi. Switching on to content safety. As you know, many of our products are content-rich. They host a lot of content. We take the responsibility of ensuring safe content for all users very, very seriously. Especially, we want to make sure women and children are safe online. We have 0 tolerance for child sexual abuse imagery. We are the world's leader in detecting child sexual abuse imagery on the internet. And we don't just protect it on our products, but through our content safety APIs, we actually externalize our knowledge and expertise to other businesses so that they can use it and make internet safe for children. Our goal is to remove child sexual abuse content from the internet before anybody gets access to it. You all would remember in the last couple of years, we have heard some really heart-wrenching stories about personal loan and abuse that happened associated with personal loan apps. As soon as we came to know, we swung to action, worked with law enforcement agencies, worked with regulators like the RBI, and we launched our personal loan app policy, and we removed thousands of loan apps from the Google Play Store so that users continue to be protected. But this year, we're taking it 1 step further. We have launched our financial services certification policy, whereby now in India, anybody who wants to run advertisement on financial services products have to go through an independent verification and certification. With our recent acquisition of Mandiant, which is the world leader in cybersecurity, we have really bolstered our cybersecurity offerings. In addition, Google also hosts the very coveted tag or Threat Analysis Group, which is a group that actually studies nation and state actors around the world and issue the bulletins that are consumed by governments, that are consumed by cybersecurity professionals. Our cybersecurity approach, as I said, is built on foundation of protect, empower, and advance. On empower, we believe, especially for a country like India, it's extremely important to enable and empower civil society and consumers. So we have taken extensive education attempts. Many of you must have seen our videos on YouTube titled Raho Do Kadam Aage. They have been a big advocate for user safety, and we continue to focus on empowering civil society in keeping them safe online. And then, of course, we are a technology company. We're extremely proud of the investments we make on leading edge technology in today's world that's around generative AI and large language models. And we're extensively using that technology to continue to advance our cybersecurity protections. Internet is a large multi-stakeholder ecosystem. And we can only do that in partnership. And we can only do that in partnership with all of you, which is government, industries, and civil society. Safety online is also not a one and done thing. It is a day in, day out run against the bad actors who are trying to find every single gap hole in internet's guardrails. And we continue to be committed in that journey. As we say, safety is not a compliance checkbox. It is the way we do things. Our mission continues to be about building a safer internet for everyone. It is not one more thing to do. It is the only thing to do together. Thank you for being an amazing audience, and continue staying safer with Google every day.